so we're heading back into the shop. They both walk between the bookshelves. Aziraphale's fidgeting with his own coat, face scrunched up like he's thinking, face scrunched up as he thinks deeply about their current predicament. Do you think your lot? He starts, but is cut off by a Crowley's snort.
My lot?
You know what I mean, Aziraphale sighs. Demons, hell, I know you don't keep in touch with them anymore, but perhaps...
Doubt it.
Crowley simply says.
I doubt heaven could do this too, well...
Aziraphale's silent for a moment, but then he hums in agreement. You're right. This seems like it's something else.
Yeah. The question is what?
Crowley grumbles as he stops suddenly. He doesn't even know where they're going. Where can they go when only nothingness surrounds them from all directions? He looks around, looks over his shoulder at Aziraphale. The angel meets his gaze, but seems just as lost as Crowley feels. Crowley speaks up.
What do we want to say?
I don't remember what happened when I played it alone at like midnight.
Okay.
2 days ago now. I don't know. I think I used the drinks. And I know you don't like drinks, so we can go with any ideas, Angel.
Oh, okay. So you don't remember what happens when they drink? Maybe nothing too...
I don't really remember.
Okay, let's go with any angels.
Any ideas, Angel?
Any ideas, Angel?
Aziraphale purses his lips and shakes his head. Crowley fights back another groan. He knows he's not particularly helpful at the moment either. Well, the only thing I can possibly think is to just pray. Aziraphale says slowly, and he looks like he fully expects the annoyed noise that escapes Crowley's mouth as soon as he heard the suggestion.
Oh, yes, because the Almighty will definitely listen to us.
He raises his voice as he speaks, yelling the last part of the sentence up at the ceiling. Don't do that. He waits, but nothing happens, not even... Crowley? Something does happen, they quickly realize. As Aziraphale speaks, they both watch a paper envelope fall to the ground. It seems to have been stuck between two books up until Crowley shouted. At the sound of the demon's voice, it slipped out and is currently floating down to the floor. Who says that?
I'm not sure.
Huh. Didn't think that would work.
I think it's more like Crowley, right?
I don't know.
Like Aziraphale, does he say this? Something like this? He's more like poetic.
Yeah.
We can say it at the same time, by the way.
Okay, say it at the same time.
Okay.
Didn't
think that would work.
The two of them exchange looks before Crowley reaches down to pick it up.
Should I read it? Maybe when he picks it up?
You can read it.
To the angel and the devil, who have stopped the end of the days.
Crowley and Aziraphale meet each other's eyes one more time before Crowley rips the envelope open.
I have nothing to whip. Give me something to whip. Nice. Now you can guess what we whipped.
Yeah. Our friendship contract.
Oh, no! Okay, this one you can read, I guess.
Okay. Dear angel and devil, when you both find yourselves in a place of infinite darkness, do not let your hearts grow heavy, do not drift apart. Find the book which speaks of a woman who cannot be withered by age and who has an infinite variety. Inside it, you will find what you need to move forward. Stay close to one another, for each other's light is what you need in the difficult times. Agnes Nutter.
Oh, who was it again? She was like from the first season,
Yes.
the person who wrote like these
She was the
books or something.
prophecy witch.
Ah, yeah, so she knows
the future.
the future, and she's giving hints like how they can like maybe go through this situation.
Yeah.
And we have to find a book who speaks of a woman who cannot be ruled by age and has an infinite variety.
Variety.
But it's not her book. It's maybe a different book. A different woman. Okay, and they have to stay together.
Yeah.
So they have to hold hands the whole time.
Yeah, let's imagine that.
Okay.
Okay.
So Crowley is just like, how's it called?
Yeah, we're holding hands right now.
Okay,
for
okay.
The people, okay.
For the people.
Yeah, for
Now.
the people. We are now holding hands.
Perfect.
Okay. The whole time. Imagine us holding hands for the whole time.
Yes.
And draw a fan out of it. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Imagine also Crowley and the selfie. Maybe.
Oh, okay, yeah. Find the book which speaks of a woman who cannot be withered by age and who has an infinite variety. Inside it, you will find what you need to move forward.
I already went this way.
No, I just to remember, because...
Okay. The book.
No. The book, Aziraphale says quietly, still studying the letter. Crowley hands it over to him, allowing the angel to get a better look.
I think it's...
You.
Right?
Yeah.
Here we go again with the witch again.
He comments, shoving his hands into the pockets of his jeans.
We don't even have a book anymore. What are we supposed to do with this? What does it all mean?
I don't think she's talking about her book. Aziraphale chimes in, looking up at the demon. Crowley raises an eyebrow, waiting for more of an explanation. She's clearly telling us to stay close and to find a book.
Aren't we lucky to be in a bookshop full of old books?
Crowley draws sarcastically. Aziraphale shoots him a look which is enough to make the demon's expression soften. Oh, I think the book would appear somehow, no matter what we ended up, dear. No matter where we ended up. I think the book would appear somehow, no matter where we ended up, dear, says the angel.
I really don't like all this.
Crowley waves his hand vaguely and makes a face.
I don't even know what to call it.
Ineffable, this is, no? Aziraphale seems a little brighter now that he's holding a clue in his hand. A clue?
A clue.
Perhaps we should focus on the book for now. The book. Crowley glances around and he finds himself at a loss. There's no point trying to go through all of the books. He's sure they have to figure out which one it is based on the mysterious letter. He's not much of a reader, but perhaps he can be some help. Which book could it be?
Oh, we have to write down a book?
Yes.
A real book?
Yeah.
Eh?
Do you have any idea?
What is the content of the book? About a woman or something?
Woman who cannot be withered by age.
By age.
And has a lot of variety.
You know what it is, or?
I know what it is.
But you're also reading a lot.
Yes, I'm reading a lot.
Do you think it's a book that I would know?
Absolutely not.
Okay, then how are you gonna... I would write down absolutely not. Which book could it be? I don't know.
Do you know of a woman in history and fiction who cannot be withered by age? Maybe you know because your boyfriend likes history. Maybe you've watched a documentary.
No.
No.
He's always watching documentaries before we go to sleep, but then I'm already asleep.
Okay.
I'm not a huge history fan. I like traditional China and Japan, but I don't think it has any connection to it.
No.
No.
Do you know anything about Egypt?
No.
Okay.
No, wait, is it? No. Not the cat lady. How's it called? I don't know her name. But there was like this Egyptian woman who was very famous, but I don't know her name. Not like a queen or something, the ruler or something. Pharaoh. Was she a pharaoh? I don't know. She was famous for something. And she was a woman. I guess that was something important during the time. But what happens if we don't put like the book that you made inside?
The game just puts you back to the clue.
Oh, so it might be something that you could also Google or so.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Then I guess you can just write it down if you know what it is.
Okay.
Because I don't know.
Okay, what about I tell you the title and you write and you try to spell it.
Oh, what? Okay, I can try. Okay. I don't know what book it is. I don't read books so often.
So it's Antony and Cleopatra.
Cleopatra? This woman I meant.
Yeah.
But I don't know this Antony. Oh God. Anthony or Anthony? Anthony and Cleopatra.
Yeah.
Ah. And Cleo. Oh damn it. Patra? I guess it's wrong, but maybe that's an H. Maybe not.
Oh.
What? What did you do? Oh, it was what?
It was correct, yeah.
Oh my gosh!
First try. Awesome.
Aziraphale, I learned something.
Yeah. Obviously. Aziraphale exclaims loudly, gingerly passing the letter over to Crowley. The demon barely has the time to blink before the angel is already off, somewhere in between the bookshelves and looking for the right title. Crowley chooses to wait, knowing full well it won't take Aziraphale long to find it. And he's right, of course, as the angel soon emerges victoriously, holding the book up in one hand. I can't believe it took us so long to think of this. He's already talking as he approaches him. Age cannot wither her, no costume stale her infinite variety. You were the one who came up with that line, my dear.
Why did he come up with this line?
Because in fandom theory, Shakespeare and Crowley were good buddies. Also in season 1 this happened in the Shakespeare scene. Crowley is saying something and Shakespeare is taking notes. So this is a joke the fandom often continues in fiction and game.
So, no, Shakespeare wrote down this sentence and it's related to Cleopatra. What? Why is no Shakespeare mentioned here?
Shakespeare wrote it.
Antony
and Cleopatra. This is written by Shakespeare.
Oh, okay. What is it actually about?
Antony and Cleopatra?
Who is this Antony guy?
A friend from Cleopatra.
So, have you read it? Or no?
I have not, but I know of it.
Okay. So it's a famous piece, that name you should know.
Yeah.
Which name you should know.
Yeah, I'm not going to explain it now. It's good.
Okay. People Google it for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Shakespeare stole it. Didn't even give me any credit for it.
Aziraphale isn't listening to him anymore, much more focused on thumbing through the book. He keeps on going until something tumbles out from between the pages and falls to the ground.
So we found something.
Whee!
Whee!
Something.
Is that a key?
Says Crowley as he reaches down to pick it up. It is indeed a key. Small, silver. It looks like the key to the back room, Aziraphale points out, looking at the object in question.
What we need to move forward.
Crowley hums, meeting the angel's gaze.
May as well try it.
Aziraphale nods once, and that's enough for the demon to make his way over to the back room door. He puts the key in and turns it.
Let's go.
There's a soft click as if the door opened.
As if the door opened.
Okay.
It doesn't open.
Okay. Crowley hesitates briefly, but then he pushes it. Ah! The lock opens.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It doesn't resist at all this time. Crowley keeps pushing and pushing until it's wide open. What he sees in front of himself isn't the back room of Aziraphale's shop.
It's my flat. I guess it's its
Mm.
flat.
It certainly is. The same grey walls, the furniture, the plants. Crowley knows for a fact that this is his place. That does appear to be the case, dear, Aziraphale says, peeking over his shoulder. Well, shall we go in? Crowley sighs heavily, but he does take a step forward.
But after our first season,
Yeah.
he lost his flat, didn't he?
Yeah, he lost his flat because Hel stopped paying the bills, and Shax took the flat because she was then responsible for demon stuff on Earth.
Okay, so now we are like in a flat which is actually not our flat anymore. Maybe.
We're still in season 1, so it's Crowley's flat and it's still his. Oh wait.
No, it's
Yeah,
place
but
after the
okay,
Armageddon.
but we didn't know that he lost his flat after season 1. We didn't know it yet. We only learned it at season 2.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Once they both cross the threshold, the door closes behind them on its own. Neither of them bothers to check if it's locked. They know for a fact it must be. The rules of this strange place are becoming clearer and clearer to them. Taking a look around, one thing that tips Crowley off immediately.
What the hell? What's going on with my plans?
The plants are all there in the same places as always. Everything is the same except for one detail. Well, it's not so much a detail. All of them are dying. Not just tiny spots on the leaves. No, all of them are dried out, brown, yellowish, sickly. Crowley is certain they didn't look like that the last time he saw them.
Locking us up in this blasted place is one thing, but killing my plants?
He touches the leaves gently, looks them over as if that would somehow provide a solution.
Not my plants.
It doesn't, unfortunately. Not yet. I doubt we're really at your... Aziraphale doesn't get to finish. He's cut off by a voice that sounds strangely like his own. Friends, we're not friends. They both turn around towards the source of the noise. What they see and hear makes them both freeze. Crowley's TV is on, and on the screen, Aziraphale's face. We have nothing whatsoever in common. I don't even like you.
What?
This is what he says next. Okay. Crowley immediately recognizes the moment. It hasn't been that long, after all, and the image on the screen, it's as if he was looking through his own eyes once again. What is this? Aziraphale, the one in the room with him, mutters, just as surprised.
So this TV actually shows the scene where they were like having an argument.
The argument at the bandstand, when Crowley tells Aziraphale, let's go off together. It's a big universe.
Mm-hmm.
And Aziraphale is like, go off together. and then they fight. And then Aziraphale says, we have nothing whatsoever in common. And I don't even like you. And then Crowley is like, you do. And then, yeah, that's all in season 1. Okay. the insanity is seeping through again.
Oh no.
Yeah, but it's a moment they both were very hurt.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah. Then the scenes switch. It's still Aziraphale on the screen, but he's dressed differently. 1862. Crowley can immediately tell. He hears his own voice first.
I don't need you. And the feeling is... Oh, no.
And the feeling is mutual. Crowley swallows thickly, his hands curling into fists at his sides. Aziraphale's gaze moves between him and the TV. In 1862, they were hitting in St. James's Park. And Crowley asks Aziraphale for holy water. He wants to defend himself from other demons. But Aziraphale is thinking he wants to kill himself because holy water is killing demons. And he refuses to help him. And then Aziraphale, like, I'm not fraternizing with you. And Crowley is like, I have enough people to fraternize with. And they have a huge fight. And Aziraphale throws the piece of paper away Crowley gave to him, and the paper burns, and then they go apart.
Oh no. So all of these scenes show how they fight and how they like separate or something.
Yeah. And this happens a few years after the scene from season 2 with Elspeth and Wee Morag.
I don't know the names anymore.
Okay, the girl who was robbing graves. In Scotland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. Crowley. The demon doesn't respond. He moves forward, tries to ignore the strange ache in his chest as he listens to his own memories replayed in front of his face. We have nothing whatsoever in common. He practically throws himself at the TV, reaches for the button to turn it off. He presses it and the video stops. Starts again, speeds up. Crowley, you're being ridiculous.